Chill Town real quick, man. Chill Town, you ready, man? You know what I'm saying. You mentioned Jalen Green, right?
Yep.
I'm not saying you're a Jalen Green hater or nothing like that,
No, no.
but like I said, I do rock and strings. I always hear about Alfred Shingun's, you know what I'm saying, upside, and he's this, this, and that in the 1 year under Ime Udoka. But when it comes to Jalen Green, it's like everybody ready to shift him off, and then everybody else is the next man is up is ready to take his spot, a la Cam Whitmore. So that's
Right.
why I mentioned Alfred Shingun. He has flaws. He
Right.
didn't come out and do no year two summer league
Which he should have.
play.
Which he should
Right.
have. Which he should
Jabari
have.
did it.
Which 100% Jabari did it. And to your point, talking about Reed Shepard, like how much better would Reed Shepard be if he had to go against Scoot Henderson in the summer league, right? If he had to go against guys like that,
Well,
playing
I
more,
think Scoot Henderson trash, so I think he'll
right?
cook Scoot Henderson.
Even still having, and how much better would Scoot Henderson be if he had to go up against Reed Shepard? If he had to see a dude like that, knowing that this is the kind of talent, in addition
I
to
get you.
having to
I
see
get you.
Shea and all of these dudes, I got to get better, right? So when I'm looking at Jalen Green and I'm looking at Sengun, so I'm on record saying that Jalen Green should have picked up the telephone, find out where Sengun is, where he at. He in Turkey. I'm getting on the plane and I'm going to Turkey because me and him got to get on the same page. I got to figure out what his nuances is,
But
where he
chill
likes to
time.
go.
Can I put you on game real quick, OG? Shangoon has the most assistants to Jalen Green.
Right.
And the offense was, you know what I'm saying, predicated upon the, Alfred Shingun because Jalen Green was playing like shit in the first half of the season.
Right. And that was
So when
because
you make your Doka, you're desperate. You're gonna go with what gives you wins, you're gonna go with it, right? So what I'm saying is those 2 years prior when Jalen Green was averaging 17 his rookie year, 22 his second year, under Steven Silas, under a shit my bad.
no, you're
A
right.
bad
No,
orchestra,
you was right. You was absolute. That word was
a
absolutely
bad
right.
organ a bad
They had
organizational,
no
you
idea
know
what
what
they
I'm
was
saying?
doing.
No,
They
no
was foul as
identity,
hell.
no
None.
structure, no discipline. And we call it empty stats. Kay
Yep.
Cunningham get his bag on the empty stats, right? So with Jalen Green, he's doing things that Ime Udoka told him to do in you know what I'm saying, when to start the season. It might have looked ugly, but I wasn't present saying Jalen Green needs to be traded. Jalen Green is a
No,
bum
I wasn't
and
doing
things
that.
like that.
No, I'm not doing that. I think the divide is because Jalen Green had Udoka when he got him, and now it's a transition period where, I'm used to doing things where, my mother ain't home and I'm used to walking in and out of this bitch whenever I feel like it. I ain't got to do much. Now I actually got somebody in here where I got to be home at a certain time. I got to do homework, right? I
Mm-hmm.
got to dress a certain way. Now that's going to be an adjustment because I ain't used to that. And that's what Steven Silas was. I come in here whenever I feel like it. I walk in and out of here whenever I feel like I do whatever I want. Coach Udoka has him. No, you're not going to walk in here whenever you feel like it. This is how you're going to conduct yourself. Well, damn, now I got to be a little bit different. So that 22 a game that you saw, now that's different because I got to change my game. I got to change how I'm conducting myself. And you saw what happened when we got later into the season, when he started adjusting to that. When he
Right,
put those
right.
demands on him and he started adjusting to that, I think that's a portion of what's to come. Now, I know that Sengun is a distributor. That's why I'm thinking if I'm Jalen Green, I need to get with this dude because I need to understand how he plays. I need to
Yeah.
understand how he plays, how I could play off of him. Not just how I could play off of him, how he could play off of me too. Because I feel like this
Facts,
Rocket
facts,
team is on to
facts. I
something.
think it goes both ways. I think it goes both ways. You know, if Jalen Green on LP, can you be a supplemental big man that we want you to be? Jalen Green, the same thing. It's about them too because they still haven't extended these guys. I don't know
Right.
why they are two young best core guys that we got in this young core seven. People on my channel call it Magnificent Seven, so that's cool. So
Well,
uh,
they they
I,
they they they, they waiting a year for the salary cap, and that does make more sense because
that
they've
don't
been
make no
waiting.
sense to me. You can get them on a cheaper deal right now if you sign them right now instead of waiting for them to go into restricted free agency as rookie deals. They can go out and the team say, "Hey, I'm gonna offer you 260. LP, I offer you 270." You think the Rockets gonna match both of those contracts, or is the setup for one of those guys to be out the door? That's what I'm
Maybe
thinking.
maybe it could be, maybe it very well could be. So,
But yeah,
Rock,
man, I don't want to hold y'all guys up,
good
man.
to talk
Salute
to
to
you,
y'all.
brother.
I'll be
Absolutely.
back soon.
Yep,
Salute,
good to
salute,
talk to you, my man.
salute,
Absolutely.
fluent, salute,
Yep,
chill.
absolutely.
I
Good to talk
appreciate it.
to you.
Appreciate it. That was I muted myself. to do something, and I forgot to unmute myself.
Turn
and
the mic on, Tone. What are you doing?
Were my lips moving when he was talking? Because I think a couple of times I said something and no one heard anything. It's interesting. Leaf, you're up next. But it is interesting because every time we were talking about this, this name kept popping into my head. And y'all are going to think I'm crazy. However, imagine there was a guy who was a great facilitator, a great defensive player, a above average height for a point guard who did everything well, except he really lacked the confidence in shooting, especially the long ball or taking shots in crunch time. Although we've seen him make it when he was working out alone and trying and practicing. Imagine if, and who didn't, we question his love for the game.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine if he was pushed to play Summer League for 2-3 years, forced to be in crucial situations where he had to take shots, make shots, shoot from the long range. He had like a mandate. You have to shoot 10 threes this game. If he would have fallen in love with the game or just quit all together. But I think the former versus the latter. Imagine if Ben Simmons would have been able to, or forced to, play in Summer League, built up his confidence because we know he can knock down those shots.
Mm-hmm.
What a difference player it might have ended up the same. It might have.
I don't think so, Tone. I think it would have been different. I do.
Or I think it really would have built his confidence. Right. And we might have been looking at the player, right? The player we all thought he had the capability of being. Mm-hmm. I'm just going to put it out there.
I think it would have been different, Tone.
I think it would have been the exact same.
It might have been. It might have been the same.
It was Chilltown. Wasn't you the one that said you didn't see that willingness from him? Wasn't you the one that said you didn't see that willingness to get better? You didn't say that?
No, I did not say that. What I said was if I don't see him get better in year I was out. I did say that. I can't see the same guy. I can't see the same guy that I saw. And I feel like if he played in Summer League and you put him in situations and you put him in an environment like what you see in Vegas, where playing at the Thomas and Mack Center, there's 13,000 people here. There's 14,000 people here. This is very similar to an NBA game. I have to, as opposed to playing in, I don't know, I'm in Jersey in LA Fitness and I'm cracking threes and somebody got a phone. Well, that looks a lot different than me actually getting with the Brooklyn staff and them telling me what I need to do and how I need to conduct myself and how my game needs to get better. And I'm not doing that, and I'm not getting better playing in Phoenix or playing in Northern California
or going to work out every offseason in Miami.
I'm not doing
playing pickup games in there.
And you know what I'm doing in Miami? If we being honest, you know what I'm really doing down here?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing that relates to basketball.
Right. Let's be clear. I'm going to play pickup for maybe an hour. What am I really doing down here?
Everything that doesn't relate to basketball, right. but I ain't gonna get into that, but because
when the season starts,
you do see it when the season starts. I like to relate it to the lights is just much brighter because as you said, and as we all agreed, the lights is much brighter, not just LA, not just in New York, but in the NBA season. And I like to get on to this because my name got dropped yesterday for something that I said on Saturday. Fluent. Can you tell me the similarities between Reece Sheppard, Dalton Knecht, and Cooper Flag?
They're all white.
And they all are from?
Where are they from? Are they from the East Coast or something?
No, they from America. They from here.
Oh, okay.
They from here. They're just I got some flack for basically saying out, and I'm gonna say it again. I said Reece Sheppard is basically going to be the next Jimmy for that. I said Dalton Knecht is going to be the next Adam Morrison, and I said Cooper Flag is going to be the next Keith Van Horn. So, he's shaking his head right now. And
of those three, I'd rather be
shaking his head right now, and he's told, "Get your hand off your face. Get your hand off your face." He's in disgust because I said that. Because the thing is, me and Fluent agree that history kind of repeats itself, does it not, Fluent?
History definitely does repeat itself. That is factual. Yes.
So if I am at liberty to believe that that American born Caucasian players like Reed Shepard, like
Why,
Dalton
why,
Knecht.
why can't
like-
they be? Why can't they be Larry Bird, Mark Price, and Keith Van Horn?
I'm glad you said that. You know what, bro? Said why can't they be Larry Bird, Mark Price? I mean, just well, Mark Price and Larry Bird might have been the best player of his decade. You know what I'm saying? Like so, like that's totally out of the question. But my thing is that you ain't got to answer these questions, man. Like, listen, like, what do you want? You want Jerry West or you want Oscar Robertson? You want Bob Pettit or you want Bill Russell? You want Larry Bird or you want Jordan? You want Dirk Nowitzki or you want Kevin Garnett? You see where I'm going with this?
No, I don't.
No, you don't see where I'm going with this. The thing is, it's levels to this shit.
I'm taking Iguodala.
Yo, you out of line. The thing is that it's levels to this shit. Keith Van Horn figured out after the first, just to let you know, in his first 3 years, Keith Van Horn was averaging 20 and 8. That's damn good, ain't it?
That's
damn good numbers.
That's why I said Keith Van Horn.
That's damn good numbers. But something happened. Something happened after that third year. Somehow, some way, he wasn't as good as he thought he was. Now was he, Chill? He wasn't as good as he was presumed to be, I guess. Now, and you would think as a number 2 pick, right behind, I don't know, somebody by the name of Tim Duncan, you would think off the rip, like after your first 3 years, all right, yo, he's going on the up and up. He was averaging 19 and 8, 20 and 8, 19 and 8 again. I think another year he averaged 17 and 7, and then you started seeing the decline. The decline started like it just started going like the volume on your TV. It started going down and down and down and down. And the thing is, what I realized about these players, in particular the 3 players that I named, I personally don't think it's going to be any different. Just off the strength that what are parts of their game that can drastically improve that we haven't seen already, because we've seen these guys in college at some levels. You said you didn't think Reed Shepard was capable of what he was doing. Newsflash, bro, Reed Shepard, bro, was doing that at Kentucky. Mm-hmm. Dalton Knecht was doing what he was doing at Tennessee. Played 4 years. Cooper Flagg at age 17 is about as good as a 16, 17-year-old can be, ain't he? He's phenomenal.
Yep.
What's going to happen when they get into the league? What's going to happen when they walk in front of you said there's the difference between playing in front of your peers and playing amongst your peers and then playing amongst NBA pros. You did say that on Saturday. Mm-hmm. So my thing is, like, I need you to sell me how one of the 3 of these players are going to be Larry Bird or Mark Price.
Okay, first of all, you brought up Mark Price. You brought up Larry Bird.
Nah, Floyd brought that up, actually.
I brought up.
With that being said, right? With that being said, first of all, Cooper Flagg is 17 years old. Not sure that he's done growing. I'm pretty sure that he's going to grow. He's actually a boy. He ain't even a man yet. So
not
he's
legally.
He's not even a man.
Yeah, not legally, yeah. He
right. He's still a boy. I don't think he even knows how to play. Not even at the pro level. He doesn't even know how to play.
Did you hear that, Josh Giddey? Stay away. Sorry, go ahead.
So would you say that's the difference right now between him and Dalton Knecht and Reed Shepard? Because they had some significant time at the college level, and you can say they know how to play, right?
So Reed Shepard, I mean, he comes from basketball royalty. He's got basketball in his blood, so he knows how to play the game. I initially didn't.
Is that Rex's kid?
No, that's actually Shepard, Final Four MVP when Kentucky won the championship in '98.
Not Rex Chapman. Oh,
wasn't it Rex Chapman?
That's his kid. No, wait, that's
not Rex Chapman, not Rex Chapman, but
I didn't say Rex Chapman. I said Shepard.
Yes, Shepard that played for Kentucky.
Rex Shepard that played with Kentucky in '98.
Yeah, in '98. Not Rex. That's not his name.
It wasn't Rex.
No,
what's his
not
name?
Rex.
He was at that summer league.
It's Jeff. It's Jeff Shepard.
Jeff Shepard. Oh,
yeah, Jeff Shepard.
It is.
That's his
I remember him.
Shep was there that summer when I was there with Delk and your boy Roderick and those guys. He was there.
Tony Delk was on that team, man. Oh,
no, Tony Delk was on the team in '96.
Before that,
in '98, his team won the championship, and he was the Final Four MVP. And by the way, his mother played basketball.
in '94, and '95, '96.
Yeah, Delk left in '96. Right.
Why did I say Rex Shepard?
Yeah.
Oh, whatever.
So his mother played basketball at Kentucky too. So it's in his blood, right? Okay. So we're talking about a kid who knows how to play, who was raised how to play basketball. And the one thing that I see from him more than anything, and I wasn't high on Reed Shepherd because he kind of gives me a Tyler Hero vibe, except the better shooter.
Wow.
He kind of gives me that. And I like Tyler Hero. I think Tyler Hero could be one of the best rotation players in the game. But with that being said, the confidence that he has, more than anything, his confidence that, amongst these guys,
against the Spears, definitely.
Amongst these guys. Now, when he gets to the next level in the NBA, I'm sure early he's going to get his ass kicked because that's just part of it.
Sure.
But him learning the game, him understanding the game, I don't think that that's going to shake his confidence because being in Houston, at some point, they're going to have to play him. And
your memory.
I would agree with you with that.
Your memory is like ridiculous, by the way. A guy I actually played with, and I can't remember his name, and you remember his name because yes, you're 100% right. It is Jeff. I think that's your memory is ridiculous. I want to just make sure be aware of time, because at 10 o'clock, historians, top 10 Hall of Fame all time. So Leaf,
I'm gonna try not to take up too much of your time, but go ahead.
One last point you can make, and then you're gonna bounce.
Well. My thing is listen. If I'm being honest, man, because I'm always.
And what happened Saturday? Why are you so upset? Was there something Saturday?
Well, my name got dropped yesterday, and sort of a light that it was like, Leaf is not the '80s anymore. Mind you, I'm born in 1988. And in the 80s, Larry Bird was arguably the best player of that decade. Man, I understand that. That's probably the last time an American-born Caucasian player was the best player of the decade. But like the last time that we remember. Any time since that, I mean, you had, maybe John Stockton was the top 10 player of the 90s. Any other American player after that, American-born Caucasian player after that.
In 2000, you got guys like Brad Miller and Keith Van Horn. These are the guys that you have in the.
John Stockton was still playing.
He was old.
John Stockton. Come on, Floyd.
Jason Kidd, kinda.
No,
Jason Kidd, but no, we're not throwing
100%. 100%. The NBA. This is necessary. I won't argue. This is 100% is
for sales. Yeah.
Okay. You mentioned how it's necessary for the people that most of the fan bases that's sitting in them seats.
Tone in Toronto, in the Raptors arena. How many of people who look like me are there?
No, that's the wrong one to use because Toronto, as you know, is the most multicultural city in the world, and it's actually more swayed.
What about Denver?
So what about in Indiana?
Yeah, that's a better example.
Indiana, Utah, Boston, Portland. It's a significant amount of teams, but I will say this: the highest I see them becoming is probably role players. I'm thinking Kyle Korver, JJ Redick. They probably going to become specialists most of, if not all of their career. And that probably includes Cooper. Cooper Flag is the only person that has star potential, but sometimes that could get the better of you. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes that could overwhelm a young prospect like that.
We will have to wait and see, but until next week.
Rain dance!
That's one of my favorite movies.
T, come on.
Time out. Oh, all right. So head on over to the Hoopstorians right now. Hall of Fame.
Before we go, we got a super chat.
Oh.
Do you have a super chat before we go?
My bad. I know Halliburton is taller, and better fit for Team USA. I still want Brunson to get his run back for FIBA. Yeah, he was another one. Jaylen Brown and Brunson, the two Jaylens. Those were the two that surprised me that weren't on the original Team USA roster. Was Brunson and Brown. So I agree with you. And it's not like he didn't play well. He absolutely. I agree 100%. I agree with you, Rhodes. Thank you for the super chat. Much appreciated. Thanks for pointing it out, Jay, because I didn't see it. Adrian, how do I feel about Caleb? I'm going to ride or die with my Bears, so I feel great. They signed him they got him signed. He's there. Nice guarantee. Bear down. Fingers crossed. Bear down. That's my new thing with the Bears. Bear down, fingers crossed, toes
All of
crossed.
All of them.
Let's go. All right, check out the Hoopstorians. It's your turn.
Good to see you guys. You know where to find us at. You know when we're here, Tuesday nights, me and my man Tony Tone. We will see you soon, but until then, put on a suit, drink water, don't drink and drive. Hey, man, call your mother. When last time you talked to your mother? Call your mother. We'll see you soon, but until then, take it light, but take it.